On an all-new House. House has to kill 50 kittens to get Anthony's girl out of the hospital.
Anthony meets House.
That's Richie Bender from his cell phone. Thank you, Richie. All right, why don't we take a break? We'll get Oscar in here as a little distraction.
Sure. Maybe you could pop me in the head a few times and I'll forget.
We'll try to distract for a little while. We'll get Oscar in here. Also, Pedro's coming in, and I will not call Pedro by his real name during the entire interview.
Really?
He is Pedro.
That's what he gets on the street, I bet, every day. Hey, Pedro. That's what people do.
Kenny, anything? No, of course.
No, I want to see Oscar light Kenny up.
Huh?
He's a small fella compared to you.
He's a technician.
Yes, he is.
Come on, Kenny, you can make some calls. Anthony is very upset, and his partner is GH. Get his girl out.
Unfortunately, this is one situation I can't help with.
See, isn't that amazing? Like, Kenny could do anything. Kenny's like super idiot. A man.
He's like Superman with a big R on his chest.
I plunked this phone down because I can't help it. This is the one that sends me to the edge.
Okay.
Amy in Oceanside.
Hey, I need you to stop your whining and get on with the show already.
Hey, Amy, down the hall. Amy, you cunt. Hey, Amy. Amy.
Yes.
Amy, you're a cunt. There you go. How about that? I hope Al Duke's finger is working.
See you next Tuesday.
Amy can screw. Oh, I bet she's a big fat pig, Amy, aren't you? Big fat pig. Doesn't know what it's like to be in a loving relationship. Do ya? Do ya? Die. Amy.
That's someone that just doesn't get what this show's about. We share way too much about our personal lives. Way more than any other radio show in America.
Don't listen.
You should be listening to a morning zoo. That's more your speed.
Right. Listen to the zoo.
Sorry, and I just had to make a point. Because it's amazing that people would actually say that.
Point made.
I mean, if you're listening, and this is very riveting, so to actually call up and say, move on with the show and start being funny is completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
We'll go to break with Club Soda Kenny singing Secret Agent Man. The video is now up on YouTube. It's being downloaded a lot, or viewed a lot, I should say. You don't really have to download videos on YouTube. You just click and watch. Yes, Kenny.
My young son was busting my chops. He said my next song should be Goldfinger from the James Bond movie.
Well, that's a good one.
Is that what he said, or is that what you actually think to yourself?
Yeah.
No, it's my young son.
I don't buy it.
All right,
He's the man with the Midas touch.
We got to get a better version of you singing Secret Agent Man, by the way. Although this version's pretty funny because there's arguing going on. He doesn't know when to start the song.
Verse or the chorus comes in.
And then at the end of the song, the music stops, and then he finally does the last verse. It's just terrific. Go to YouTube, throw Opie and Anthony in the search. You get to see Club Soda Kenny singing this little song.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. With every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent Man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Beware of pretty faces that you find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Be careful what you say, or you'll give it all away. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow.
Here he goes.
Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent Man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Is this the chorus?
Yeah.
Like little lead went here or something.
A little more secret agent man there, right?
Yeah, but there's another verse, but I don't know when to start.
He holds the directions with his big dumb thumb moving.
Here it comes, secret agent.
Secret agent man, secret agent man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Swinging on the Riviera one day.
Yeah, we're back with the Opie and Anthony show. Rich Voss in studio and Oscar De La Hoya. He only has a few minutes, we just found out, but sorry to make you wait in the green room there, Oscar.
No problem.
One of the greatest.
Don't mind
ever.
at all.
Yeah, it was a little strange. Oscar walked in and saying hi to everyone, and we're meeting him for the first time, and then he points at Rich Voss and goes, "Weren't you on that comic show?" Last Comic Standing, right?
Man, yeah, Last Comic Standing.
You don't know how much that hurt.
It hurt
the rest
all
of
of
us.
You would have been better off if you just like slapped all of us in the face and then shook Rich's hand.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, you guys look familiar too. I've seen you somewhere.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I'm going to go okay just to blow out your stupid
While you
candle.
hang in rest areas, how does that look familiar?
Oh boy. You know what he could do, right? Are you crazy?
Are
you crazy?
It was a joke against Norton.
And Kenny, if anything happens, do not protect Rich Voss. Let it just happen, please. I'll get a lot of enjoyment out of that. Well, Rich, the one you know, has a question for you. Why don't you ask him the question that you asked us just before you walked in?
What's up, Rich?
No, I was just saying.
Talk to me.
The tough. Who do you you think your toughest fight was? Like, you never fought like Hagler or anybody like that.
No,
I mean,
I wouldn't even think about that.
But you never fought Hagler. I just want to say, like, what year was Hagler fighting?
In the
he was
70s,
in
right?
The 70s. I was
Yes.
just born.
Yeah. But so that's what I just wanted to ask you. If you ever fought Marvin Hagler, and who is next? LaMotta? He wants to know if you ever fought LaMotta? Or Sugar Ray Robinson?
Did I look that old?
You ever fight Jack Johnson? Jesus, Rich.
Yeah, are you trying to say that he looks that old? He wants to know.
He doesn't even look like a fighter. That's how good he looks. He doesn't look like he's ever been hit. Like, I met Thomas Hearns, who was kind of like punch drunk, and he could barely talk. He doesn't.
You know, now to think about, didn't you win Last Comic Standing?
He's basically saying, "Where's the funny?" He's basically telling you,
or he's saying
"Where's the funny?"
Or he's saying you talk like you have cerebral palsy. That's the thing I wanted this year.
Josh Blue. Yeah, Oscar, why no scars?
Just
you got a great cut man, doctor.
Good cut man, good doctor.
It looks like your face has never been touched.
You know, it's funny.
Looks like a goddamn actor.
You know what I truly use is after every fight I put cold steak in my face.
Really?
Yeah, I do that.
And
it really works. It really does. So,
dude, you've won 11. Unless this is wrong. 11 world titles in 6 different weight divisions.
Yeah, in 6 different weight classes. So,
is it easier to get heavier and fight or to get lighter and fight?
I think it's easier. It's tougher to obviously jump different weight classes. I mean, that's why you don't see many fighters do it. But you know, it's been. I fought what's his name, Bernard Hopkins, who's a partner of mine now, at 160 middleweight, and he was just too big. Just too big. I mean, this guy's huge and too strong.
What weight were you more comfortable at? Like in the 130s, 140s?
Oh, 140s. Yeah, 147. So that's where I had my best fights against, you know, the Sugar Shane Mosleys. And I had this fight against this African kid, I Corte, which was a classic. I mean, so.
Well, Shane Mosley, he beat you twice.
Yeah, he beat me twice.
And that was, have you ever beat him or no?
Nope.
He's just the guy that had your number.
Yeah,
Bring that up.
Well, he mentioned them. I believe me. I wouldn't have poked him with that one. Well, that's what you get for mentioning Rich Voss. You saw him on TV. I have to bring up Mosley. Why? What is it about him that gave you such trouble?
You know what? His speed. He's just a fast fighter. I mean, he doesn't really hit too hard, but he's a fast fighter. And
how quickly do you know? I think I'm in trouble with this guy.
Right from the get-go.
Really?
Right from the first punch.
So what happens? You make it through the round. You sit down. Do you say that to your corner guy? Do you go, "Look, I'm in trouble here," or do you try to, you know?
You kind of keep it to yourself because the camera's on you and you don't want like millions of people watching you saying, "Holy shit!"
You're like,
this guy.
"Oh my God, I'm getting my ass handed to me out there."
So.
Wow, that has got to be
that
rough.
That's unbelievable that you know from the first punch.
Right from the first punch. Literally from the first punch, you know.
And
the speed, the power, you know.
And the other way around, do you know from the first punch, like, man, I got this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's funny, but that's the way it is, yeah.
So you've gotten punched by somebody and went, 11 rounds, 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go.
Well, this kid I mentioned, Corte, I mean, I literally thought he had bricks in his hands. I mean, the first punch he hit me with, I said, whoa, I mean, check these guys' gloves. I mean, this guy can hit. And it lasted 12 rounds. And in that last round, I had to win the last round to win the fight. And I had him on the ropes for like a minute, just punches after punches, and he wouldn't go down. And this guy just was, I mean, he was an animal.
And you beat him though, right?
I beat him, yeah.
Who have you, you've lost 4 fights. I mean, 38, what is it, 30-4, his record,
38-4, yeah.
You lost to Mosley twice.
Hopkins.
And who was the other one?
And the other one was Trinidad, Felix Trinidad.
Is that 3 different weight classes?
That was, 3 different weight classes, yeah. The Felix Trinidad fight was a little, I would want to say a little controversial. I think that fight there should have gone my way. I think it should have gone my way, but you know, judges will be judges.
Do you guys ever there's certain judges, do you look at certain judges and go, all right, I know this guy is going to, do you have any power of having almost like a judge in a trial? If you feel he's biased, you can petition, have him removed. Is it like that in boxing? If there's a judge you feel kind of has a problem with you and you don't,
you can beforehand. They give you a list of judges, but I mean, in this game, in boxing, I mean, that's one of the problems we have is that judges, you just never know who they're going to go for, you know.
Was Tyson, as a fighter, was Mike Tyson, I watched Tyson, it was like the whole country, all we're doing is waiting for him to recapture what we saw in 1980, which obviously not going to happen.
Right.
Was he as great a wrecking ball a fighter as everybody thought, or was he just really did have a bunch of weaker fighters that made him look like he was invincible?
Tyson was an animal. I mean, this guy, we probably won't see another heavyweight champion like that in many years. You know, I have a little 8-month-year-old son, so I think in about 20 years we'll see, see him up in the ring,
training him, training him already.
Yeah.
Who's your idol? Is it Chavez?
Chavez, Julio Cesar Chavez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler.
Who do you think is the greatest fighter of all time?
Of all time, I would have to say Sugar Ray Leonard is up there. Obviously, I mean, obviously Muhammad Ali. Joe Louis was studying his fights. I think he was one of the greatest too. So,
how about Foreman?
Foreman was good. He was
just good though. Okay,
he was good. He was.
Yeah, but he also retired when he was at the top of his game, so you don't even know what he was capable of doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then comes back when he was 38 or something like that.
He came back I think at 50, didn't he?
No, he was in his 40s to fight. I know he worked his way up and he fought Holyfield and he lost. I think it was a 15-round decision. I want to say, or 12-round decision he actually lost.
No, but he won the world title. I think at his last fight against Michael Moore, he knocked him out at 50 years old or something.
I didn't know he had
but Michael Moore is like just a fact movie maker.
Yeah, he writes silly books.
Sorry.
What a dope I am. I'm like, oh.
I get confused.
Hey, I'm actually getting a note. He has to go.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
You got a very busy schedule or something?
Busy.
Who's saying that?
What are we out plugging?
I'm Oscar promoting the boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya hosts Hispanic Heritage Month. The world premiere is September 29th. Is that tonight? I'm really bad with
tonight.
dates.
Yeah, September 29th.
Which is tonight at 8 o'clock on. It's on the History.
No, that's tomorrow.
All right, I'm just glad I didn't screw up. Right.
Oh, Jimmy.
But wait, Oscar and I made a mistake. I've been hitting the heavy bag lately too. It's funny. I was going to talk to you about maybe your methods are similar to mine or whatever. The great Oscar De La Hoya hosting. It's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on the History Channel, and right now it's cool. His camera crew is in here filming a documentary. Is this part of what you're showing tomorrow?
No. This is what we're showing tomorrow is a documentary on the Mexican-American War. Since it's Hispanic Heritage Month, I thought it was a great idea to show, what really happened in the Mexican-American War, where it happened, why it happened. So I think it was a good educational piece especially for youth of today. So,
well, this is why you're a nice guy, because the fact that I asked about a man filming right now, is this being shown tomorrow?
Yeah,
on national
I was going to bring that up.
He should have just smacked me in the face, but he politely answered because he's a nice guy.
It's live right now, Jim.
I'm really happy you came, man. We really are. I mean, it's very rare you get.
He's
the most famous guy we'll probably ever have in the studio. I'm really happy that you.
I doubt it.
No, there's no one bigger than you in the world.
Appreciate that.
We're going to have in here. I mean, who? You? Maybe Jet Li. All right, you're probably second to Jet Li.
Oh, definitely.
What about Pedro?
Pedro.
Pedro's coming in like 10 minutes.
Is that the
from Napoleon Dynamite?
Pedro guy? Oh,
from Napoleon Dynamite.
I can't even compete with that guy.
Terrible. I'm
going to ask. This is for my own use. This will not be sold. To ask him to sign a glove.
Nice.
On here is Jake LaMotta, Emil something, and 2 other guys.
Nice.
I think Jerry Cooney and one other guy. And this is going to go.
Please just scribble over Jake LaMotta's
How funny would that be if he put it on and knocked my teeth out, and then refused to sign it?
Very good.
Well, thank you for coming, man. We really saw you leaving.
Absolutely.
And one more time, man. One more time. It's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on the History Channel, hosting Hispanic Heritage Month world premiere about the American
War. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Remember that one, Jim?
It kind of sucks we only had a few minutes with you, but they are handing me notes, so you must have a very busy schedule today or something.
Hey, Rich, do you want to ask him if he was around boxing, maybe doing like stuff with the troops during the Mexican-American War anymore?
Yeah, one more question from Rich Voss.
Go ahead, Rich.
Carlos Mencia, funny, not funny? What do you think? Funny. I don't have a question. I'm not,
boxing question.
Gentleman Jim Corbett.
A boxing question.
I asked greatest fighter of all time. Come up with something for him real fast before we go.
Oscar De La Hoya, and you mentioned a guy named Seth Smith. What are you talking about? What's the most realistic boxing film that you've ever seen? Like, which one shows fighting and fighters the way it really is?
Well, you can't go wrong with the with Raging Bull, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I just slap it. When I hit it, I think of the way Foreman would dent the heavy bag when he hit it. I mean,
he was an animal. This guy was just. And you see him now. Yeah. You see him now, and he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. I mean, it's incredible. When he had hair,
a pound cake.
When he had hair, he was nice. Now that he's bald, he's like,
I got another communique.
It was the hair. You're right.
Yeah.
They're and it's written out this way. They're adamant about getting him out.
All right. Sorry, we love Oscar. We can't help it.
I'm sorry.
We love him.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you for coming in, man.
Thanks, guys.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Oscar.
All right. Thank you, Oscar. Now you got to walk out awkwardly because we're not ready to take a break.
I'll follow him out.
Yeah, you can follow him out.
Thanks,
thank you, Oscar. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Think about
Can I just get you to sign these 2?
There it is. Look at Jimmy getting his autographs.
Thank you, buddy.
That's cool.
I'm thinking about
Getting it on video and little Iraq's flash camera. Is that my first camera, Iraq? You don't have to laugh so hard at my stupid.
Thank you, Oscar. There you go.
Feel bad for me today.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, I got one.
Dude, how cool is that? You got a boxing glove.
Yeah, man. That's.
He was cool. We could have done another half hour with that guy.
Yeah, I know. He was great.
Jimmy gets the coolest stuff to have signed.
Well,
like, it's not just, sign this piece of paper.
No, he went into a panic. He didn't have anything for Oscar to sign. So he sent Nosferatu back to XM to get the glove.
And I thank you, by the way, to the intern who got it. I was like, why didn't I get something for him to sign? I mean, it's like, and I don't eBay any of this stuff, man. This is going to go up in the apartment, and I'll save it. But I wish I had Cooney, LaMotta, Oscar, Emil, and Emil's one of the fighters. He killed a guy in the ring years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, many years ago.
Yeah, what year was that again?
I don't, Rich. But I heard again. I'm not going to slander.
And he had to live with that his entire life, obviously. But
the rumor I heard was that he was gay, and that it was.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I knew there was a story behind this.
Kind of common knowledge in the business or whatever.
The story gets hot.
Yeah. And there was the guy was taunting him about it or whatever, and he killed him in the ring for it.
Wow.
And
that'll show you.
Yeah, that
Where
would
did you
definitely.
meet him that you got his autograph?
I went to a boxing thing where I got Jake LaMotta. I got everybody.
Not the dead guy, the other guy.
All right, let's say hi to Nikki in New York.
Gotta
Nikki,
explain sometimes to Rich.
Nikki,
Nikki,
New York.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So?
You're on the air. Question, please. Question.
Okay, I'm just wondering, do you guys shop at the People Store to get all your guests on?
The stupid People Store.
What are you talking about?
Where that?
Retards to get on there, and then you guys think they're like so hilarious. They're stupid.
Who? Oscar? You didn't like Oscar?
Okay, not Oscar.
All right, who are you talking about?
Are you talking about me, Rich Voss?
Okay, no, I'm talking about the guy that was just on singing Secret Agent Man.
You don't understand the Secret Agent Man song and the humor in that?
Wait, all right, so what's the problem?
So he's got to be like slightly retarded, right?
Well,
all right, so you're mad because we got someone that's slightly retarded singing the Secret Agent Man.
And the segment before that, you're like talking about people with suicide and stuff. and then you have him on there and you're cracking up at him.
I know. I actually, to be honest with you, I'm on the show occasionally. This is Jim Norton, and I agree with you. I think sometimes the segments are very tastelessly mixed, and I don't like any type of humor being poked in a certain way. I feel it was handled incorrectly. Is that kind of the way you feel?
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about suicide, and you have a retard guy on there, and you're cracking up at him.
Well, did you actually has suicide affect?
I have to tell you, I thought it was really stupid. It wasn't even fun.
I couldn't agree more. Have you had?
Gotcha.
Nikki, who was it?
Yeah, who was it? That was
my cousin. My cousin.
Okay.
One less seat at Thanksgiving. Who cares?
And I think that's terrible. And how did what did this poor person do?
Well, what difference does it make?
I'm asking because I've had certain things like that affect my life too.
What difference does it make? Whatever joke we're going to say.
I'm not going to joke about it. I don't think it's funny
Jimmy,
at all.
Yeah, we'll stay out of this.
I don't think it's funny at all. Because I've had stuff like that affect. So was it a cousin you're close to?
No, not really.
Oh. And how what did they do to the person?
So it really shouldn't have affected you.
What's that?
He blew his brains out.
He blew his brains out?
There you go. Must not left him much of a mess if he's a relative of yours.
Yeah.
That's okay that you have the laughing machine in the background laughing.
Man, that's going to devalue.
With my laughing machine, I rule the world. Laughing machine. What friggin' year are you?
Secret agent man.
Nikki, he blew his brains out. So what happened?